pigtails or the glasses or the braces or the voice fool you. I am an evil, evil, evil woman. A trifling bitch, honestly. A succubus in the flesh. I will cuss out your mama, slap your auntie, and then finger your sister. Trust me, I've done it before. I'm the type of bitch you can't put nothing past. And yes, Fat Ma grips tighter than one of those Chinese finger toys being vacuum sealed. And yes, Big Moose gets wetter than the earth when it rained for those 40 days and 40 nights. And yes, my throat is a bottomless cave that gives the tip a squeeze with each stroke, like a starving snake swallowing its last meal. But I promise you, none of that is worth the financial ruins I will leave you in, nor the mental gymnastics you're gonna have to do on a daily just to survive over here. Honestly, truly, for your safety and mine, it's best if you just leave me alone.
When you guys were dating black girls, do they start talking up trash about black men? Because the white girls are doing that, bro. When dating not dating, let's say you go on a date with a white girl, during the date sometimes they start talking trash about white men. Yeah, they be doing that. I'm snitching.
What's your favorite thing about black men?
Nothing. Black men suck.
They're
bad. They cheat. They don't care. I'm with the white boys.
What's your favorite thing about black men?
Nothing.
Why is that?
I don't like black men. Not very many meet my standard.
What's your favorite thing about black men?
Nothing. They're just terrible.
Even when you just said that, because I'm thinking about the guest that we just had, she admitted that, her father wasn't a productive father, which I guess justify why she is allowed to say negative things about black men. It's okay for black women to say stuff like that. Like, they will critique a lot of black men sometimes with, oh, you must hate your mother. Like, we get that a lot. You must hate your mother.
Well, they say that to me. I must hate my mom.
Yeah, like
black women accountable.
When black women have these negative thoughts about black men, nobody says you must hate your father. And it's clearly true.
Yeah.
That one experience can cause you to have a whole hatred towards men. And for some reason that's valid. But when a black man is not allowed to have that same experience with his mom.
Perception, because the goal of this conversation should be to progress, right? Unless you're ladies that you don't want to fucking deal with men at all, then we should talk about it.
We don't want to deal with black men at all.
I love all men and not black men. Just not black men.
Well, is there any women here who don't want to deal with men, period, or is it just black men, or is it a mixture?
It's just black men, and we actually want non-black men's help in these corrections that you speak of.
So what are the corrections that you're looking for specifically?
Force, because that's the only thing that's gonna work.
Perception, because the goal of this conversation should be to progress, right? Unless you're ladies that you don't want to fucking deal with men at all, then we should talk about it.
We don't want to deal with black men at all.
I love all men and not black men. Just not black men.
Well, is there any women here who don't want to deal with men, period, or is it just black men, or is it a mixture?
It's just black men, and we actually want non-black men's help in these corrections that you speak of.
So what are the corrections that you're looking for specifically?
Force, because that's the only thing that's gonna work.
But I mean, what are you looking for black men to arrive at? A place of understanding of what do you want to see?
Well, we believe that there is no hope for them. That we don't believe in changing their minds. We don't. But I'm trying not to say what I really want to say because you're on stage. But if they could not exist, hey, we wouldn't be mad at them.
I think for me, I want the coddling culture to kind of stop. I think they get validated a little bit too much and they're not held accountable as much as white men, Hispanic men, Asian men. The legal system works in their benefit a little bit more than they think it does. They're seen as the ultimate, most oppressed. And I think that coddling culture needs to stop and they need to be held accountable for their actions.
Because we live in white male patriarchy, white men set what's socially acceptable. So with you all setting what's socially acceptable, the degenerate behavior of black male culture needs to be checked And there needs to be more, because we're no longer looking for accountability from them because they've proven that they will not take accountability. We need the men who set the culture to make them take accountability by exacting some sort of consequence for perpetrating behaviors that are not socially acceptable, because you all create the socially acceptable behavior.
Shut up, bitch!
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Call Holayim La, Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rekat, Quadash. Double honor to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Sirach chapter 12 verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And this doesn't only apply for Esau and the other heathen nations, but this also applies to these women. And these women have shown time and time over and over again that they're your enemy. Okay, and first and foremost, women gravitate and cleave onto power, and the Israelite man is not in power. The Israelite man is a slave. And the so-called black, Latino, Native and Indo-Indian woman is not going to submit to a slave. Okay, they're going to submit to the one that's calling the shots, the one who's running the show. Okay, period, man. Point blank, period. Even though you have, some Israelite women that do, partake, indulge, and say that they have, love for their man, this and that and this, they still know in the back of their mind that they can do whatever they really want. Your woman, and not to say Salakia, not to say, all women are jacked up in our nation, there's no woman that's attempting to take heed to the guidelines and instructions of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, but these third women, no. Not happening, man. Okay, these women are very liberated in the very aspect of the word, man. And with that liberation, comes liberty to get abroad, comes sexual liberty, all types of freedoms. Okay, so the Israelite woman, and also too goes into the curses first and foremost, and also, with other indoctrination like the Willie Lynch letter. And which I did a lesson on that maybe 2 weeks ago. And it's a very, very powerful lesson, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. I advise you, beloved Akim wa Akwaf, that did not watch that lesson, to go watch it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give you the name of that lesson, because that goes into the indoctrination from the devil that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua did, through them. Okay, because again, man, these women have shown time and time over and over again that they're your enemy. Okay, as I just spoke, women gravitate towards power, and you Israelite men, you're slaves. Just like she's a slave, but guess what? She has more benefits, more privileges than you. Okay, because first and foremost, Esau has used our women to destroy our nation, and also used our women to be his tag team partner, his bulldog. Okay, and that lesson that I'm referring to, it was done 2 weeks ago. It's called the Willie Lynch syndrome. The Willie Lynch syndrome. It was done 2 weeks ago. It's about 49 minutes long and 13 seconds, but it's a good watch. It's a very, very good watch. I highly recommend you watch it. Okay, because that goes more into depth of what y'all saw in this video. Okay, but let's continue, because also too, as I just stated, women gravitate towards power. At one point our women fought damn near to the death to not lay with these red silverback cave gorillas. But now you have our women, chasing after these devils, to want to build a foundation, want to be with them. And also too, from the slave days, you had the master impregnating women, whether it be a male, well, actually a male, and then that lineage carrying on through Edomites that look like Jakes. Okay, so you're gonna have wheat and tares, in both aspects, in 2/3 wicked Israelites, and also ones that look like Israelites but are really Edomites. So let's grab this, okay? Because the Lord said, "Let all of them, dwell together." Man, the angels is going to sort them out, okay? As them niggas clip said, let God, the Most High, sort them out. So let's go to St. Matthew's, and y'all can read this chapter for yourself. I'm gonna go straight to the point. Okay, I don't want this video to be too long, but it is what it is. I don't want to wrap this out, be like 20 minutes, if that. This is the book. I'm gonna go straight to the point. This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 13, and I'm gonna read verses 29 and 30. But he said, "Nay." So like in verse 28. St. Matthew 13, verse 28, he said unto them, "An enemy have done this." The servant said unto him, "Will thou go then that we go and gather them up?" Okay, from the wheat and tares. Okay, separate the actual wheat from the tares. Okay, because again, it's on both aspects. It's the ones that's wicked Israelites and the ones that aren't Israelites, but they look like Israelites. Okay, they resemble Jake, but their spirit is of Esau, is of the wicked. Okay, of a heathen. Verse 29, but he said, "Nay, least while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them." Okay? Because you also have, people that's going to repent in the 11th hour, just to make that clear. But I'm using this as an example because as you heard these women talking about, we want, black men executed. We want them taken out the way, this and that and this. And again, the curses, one thing, and again, the indoctrination of the society from years upon years, 100 years upon years, and everything else, and also being taught to the children. Okay, and again, going into those that look like Jake but are actually Edomites. So you have a mixture of both in those conversations on that platform. You have a mixture of Israelite women that really hate Jake, of the curses and everything else in the indoctrination, and you have Edomite women that look like Jake that just have that natural, pure hatred that the Edomites have towards Jake. Okay, verse 30. Let both grow together until the harvest, and in the time of harvest I will say to the reapers, the angels, gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn, man. And the wheat is the remnant. The wheat is the elect, which we pray to be, man. Okay. So I hope I didn't lose y'all on that, but let's continue. Let's keep it moving because again, man, these women want to be in a position of men, and also too, not to realize, their stupidity. Is when you X out the men of your nation, you're X'd out. Okay, because the Edomite man cannot bring back the so-called black woman who was an Israelite, whether it be from the tribe of Judah on down to Issachar. So if you are so conformed and mentally accepting in your mind that you have that type of hatred for your men to be executed, then you're literally saying that you want your whole race to be extinct. And these women don't even realize that, man. And again, that goes into the indoctrination of the society, because what does the society tell you? You are what your mother is. Now, I'm not going to grab the precepts. Everybody should know those basic precepts, and it's spoken throughout the Bible in general. This man begot that man begot this man, etc. And we'll also go in the book of the Chronicles. It gives you a lineage of, all the tribes. Okay? Period, man. But let's go to so I'm gonna get Sirach chapter 6. Because again, we have enemies, man. And you Israelites, you're boo-hooing and crying and shit, and you don't even. That's because again, these women are showing you in every single aspect in life, whether it be small or great, that they have hatred towards you, man. And again, you'll have some Israelite women that'll actually, deal with Jake, let Jake bust all off him and everything else. But they're not going to submit to you. You're a slave, man. Just as well as they're a slave, you're also a slave too. Okay? And again, they have more liberty, more freedom. And you heard one of these nasty bed wenches say that, the Israelite man, well, they said you know what I mean? I'm going to say the Israelite man. I'm not going to say the so-called black or black man. That's bullshit. Okay? That the system is easy on us and we have advantages and this and that. And that's bullshit. The system is easy on women. Women have advantages, not the Israelite man, especially not the so-called black man. Okay, and especially not the Northern Kingdom. Neither one, man. That's bullshit. Okay, but again, it's all nonsense, man. Okay, all fucking nonsense. But let's continue. Let's go here. Salakia. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 4. A wicked soul shall destroy him that have it. And you heard a lot of wicked souls on these clips, man. This one right here, the very first one, which I got from the elder Gabar Yahawada. She basically said, leave her alone. She's warning you. But you're gonna have a stupid, simple ass nigga that's gonna hear what she's saying about her throat and how her coochie grips like a vice grips and all types of shit. That's gonna want to try it out. That's gonna want to take her to there and and really see what it's talking about. After the bitch literally said, leave her alone. Because again, you have stupid, simple niggas here in Babylon, man. Okay. Everybody likes drama. Everybody likes toxicity. Okay? Because everybody's lost their damn mind, man. Everybody's unstable, man. Okay? And it goes to having a great abundance of demons on you motherfuckers, man. Okay? Salaki, man. Sirach 6 verse 4. A wicked soul shall destroy him that have it. So these people that you see talking this nonsense, they're going to be destroyed, man. You planning a trap and planning mischief, it's going to fall upon your own head, man. Okay? A wicked soul shall destroy him that have it, and shall make him to be laughed to scorn of his enemies. And again, who's the main enemy of these people? The so-called black man, the Israelite man. Okay? You're mocking, you're plotting, you're doing all these things against the men of your nation, but the Lord is going to bring that judgment upon your own head, man. Okay, times are going to get real rough. That Isaiah chapter 32, verse 1 on down to 11, I believe. Okay, Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 30. Okay, Jeremiah chapter 30, in the beginning of it, down to a couple, maybe 9 or 7 or something like that. Okay, your lovers is going to despise you. Your lovers have already despised you. Your lovers have already shown that they don't need you. You've completed your agenda. Okay, you're not a part of the new program, man. So you gotta go. Do you think these devils really want you hat-hearing, funky breath, scepter-wearing Negro bitches around, man? You bald-headed bitches, man. And I'm not trying to be funny or disrespectful. I'm just being honest. Half of y'all, 3/4 of y'all don't want to work out, don't want to take care of yourself. You eat what you want to eat. Okay? And I'm just, again, I'm not trying to be an asshole or be funny or, be mad. I'm just speaking facts, man. Real talk. Okay, and again, this is the same spirit of what is that broad's name? Athaliah. If I'm saying it right, I'm probably saying it wrong, but let me see here. Let's grab this real quick. 2 Kings Ahaziah, wicked ass king of Israel. Okay, his mom. Matter of fact, let me read it because this is what these women want to be on the throne. These women want to take the position of the men of our nation, and they want to be on the throne. They want to be in rulership. They want to be the heads. This is the same. This is the spirit that they're in, man. Okay, so this is 2 Kings chapter 11. I'm gonna read verses 1 to 3. And when Athaliah, when Athaliah, the mother of Ahaziah, saw that her son was dead, she arose and destroyed the seed royal. Okay, so she arose and destroyed all the royal seed. She commanded orders for the royal men of Israel to be slain. And right now, which our whole nation is royal, but the only one that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is really concerned with is the remnant. Okay, because again, as I always state, and as we always state, Salaki, not just myself, all the body. You have the chosen nation, the inheritance of the Lord, which is the nation of Israel, and inside the nation of Israel, you have his favorites. Okay, you have the ones that he has predestinated, the house of David that's being established and rebuilt up right now before your eyes, man. The 144,000, 1/3. It's like 144,000 governing body and the 1/3, man. Okay, those are the ones that always came back to him in every single captivity. And the 144,000 was always here from the beginning with Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. Okay? Verse 2. But Jehosheba, Jehosheba, the daughter of King Joram, sister of Uzziah, took Joash, the son of Uzziah, and stole him from among the king's son. Now, she had a grandson. I'm gonna read the rest of this, but it just shows you how wicked his mother was, man. And again, this is the same mentality these women have. They want to have the power. They want to have the say so. They want to be in the position of a man. They have penis envy. Okay? They want to do the things that men do. They want to be able to have the same capabilities of a man, but they don't want to have the stress and the pain and everything else that comes with being a man. That comes with being a man, Salakia. Okay, and stole him from among the king's sons, which were slain, and they hid him, even him and his nurse, in the bedchamber from Athaliah, so that he was not slain. Verse 3. This makes another point. This is a very, very good point. Okay? And he was with her, hid in the house of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, 6 years. Now, if you notice, a lot of stuff, just like when Esau does stuff, 3 plus 3, 3 years, 3 people, 3 months. It all equals to 6. So, when a lot of stuff in general happens with the number 6, if y'all notice that, okay? A lot of stuff happens with 6, and that's why Esau is always, so captivated and so indulging in 6 being everything. It's been 2 months, 2 people been missing, and it's been it's been 2 years and 2 months, and two people have been missing. So what does that equal to? 6. Okay? Just for an example. But this is the spirit that these women are in, man. Okay? And again, they're literally conspiring, talking to a clan. I don't know if it's a clan member or a clan leader or chief. I don't know how the fuck they do it, but they're literally on. I forgot the name of this. I think it's called House or something. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but they're literally on a platform, conspiring and plotting against the men of our nation, man. But what does it say in the scriptures? Let's grab this. Okay. And this is all punishment towards us, man. Because if we had our women, and it would lighten the affliction, it would lighten the load, man. But this is how we treated the Lord. This is how we went off and disrespected Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? So hey, man. This is the book of Sirach 27, and I'm going to start at verse 26 to 27. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein. And that's what these women trying to do. They're trying to conspire, plot, and dig a pit for the men of our nation to be executed. And again, with you executing the men of your nation, you're executing your whole lineage, your whole family. Because again, women cannot bring back the nation. Only the men can bring back the nation that you're from. Women don't carry the seed, the man does. So a man can lay with any woman and bring back his nation, man. It's a proven fact, first and foremost, by and from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and even through Esau's pseudoscience, man. Okay? And the pit that they trying to, put on us is going to be fall. They're going to fall in a pit, man. Because again, Esau don't need these damn women. You've already accomplished your agenda. You've already accomplished his goal, man. And you're not a part of the new task. You're not a part of the new vision. Okay? Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein. And he that setteth a trap shall be taken therein. Because, hey, look, man, again, your lovers are going to, they've already shown that they turn their backs on you, man. Okay, all you seeing is the back of their head and they back, man. Okay, and then, after a while, you're going to start seeing judgment from them, man. Okay, you seeing slave patrol, aka the police, grabbing the nigga woman by her nappy weave, pulling tracks out, all types of shit, man. Okay? So the trap that you conspired with this devil, you're being thrown in that pit. Yeah, thank you, Rolanda. Thank you, Raquisha. Go ahead and join these niggas. That's all they're going to say. Verse 27. He that worketh mischief, or she, them that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon them, and he shall not know whence it cometh. And that's what's going to happen, man. All this mischief, all this conspiring against your own nation, doing this, doing that. Hey, man, you're going to have to drink that cup. You're going to be judged right along with these wicked niggas, man. Right along with the 2/3, man. You cheering on, talking to a damn clan member or leader, literally trying to, we need by force, this and that and this. Oh, it's going to be done. It's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to occur. It's going to happen. It has to happen. It's a prophecy. But guess what? You're going to be, you ain't even going to be collateral damage. Okay? It ain't going to be no accident. It's going to be on purpose. Intentional, as they say. Okay? But let's grab this one, grab one more, and we're going to close out. Because again, man, we let the Bible talk. Okay? This is some ungodly shit, man. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 verse 10. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations. And what are they saying? Well, I know you're hosting this, so I don't want to say exactly what I want to say, but it would be good if they weren't around. You basically telling the slave master, as y'all call him Zaddy, to kill. So basically your son's got to go too, right? Or unless you got Edomite babies. Which most of them probably do, because a lot of their pictures on that thing is what they Edomite husbands. So more than likely they got Edomite babies or other heathen babies. And I think some of them too, because one broad said the Latino man and this and that. The Latino man is your brother, you stupid bitch. And you should know Salakim. I don't mean I don't think I've been cussing too much, but I'm not trying to go deep like that. But Salaki, if I've cussed too much, I'm trying to slim it down as much as I can. But the so-called Latino man is your brother. Okay? But again, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 verse 10. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And again, the righteous words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai are being professed and spoken. The truth is being declared, man. And everybody, they want to cleave on the lies still, because lies, you don't have to change who you are or reconform or transform yourself when you're cleaving on to lies. But, you know, when it comes to this truth that has been so long without fruit, you got to change. You got to examine yourself. Can't be that same person that you was when you were being fed deceit, fraud, nonsense, vomit. Okay? And the truth always and forever will flourish and prosper upon the earth, man. Matter of fact, let's close out with that. Okay, because you know these women they neglect righteousness because you know what is it? You know it tells you to not go into the path of the wicked. And these women, okay, and women in general, but especially our women, they love going into the path of the wicked, man. Okay, why do you think it states in the book of Sirach 25, I believe, verse 19, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her, man. Yeah, but let's close out, man, because the point is made. Let's go to 1 Esdras chapter 4. Let's see if I can get. Let me get straight to the point. Yeah, this is all, you know, self-explanatory. I'm just going to read it out. This is 1 Esdras chapter 4, starting off at verse 35. Is he not great that maketh these things? Therefore great is the truth, and stronger than all things. All the earth crieth upon the truth, and the heaven blesseth it. All works shake and tremble at it, and with it is no unrighteous thing. Okay? So what is being done is this is not the truth. It's unrighteous, it's wicked, it's diabolical, it's treacherous, it's just pure out evil, man. Okay? Verse 37. Wine is wicked, okay? And you know, to keep it spiritual, the wine of this world is wicked. The indoctrination that these women have received and cleave unto is wicked, okay? The customs, the philosophies, the way that this earth is governed, ran, is wicked. The king is wicked. Women are wicked. All the children of men are wicked. And such are all their wicked works. And you hear about these wicked works on this video, man. Nasty. They're trying to devise something nasty, man. Okay? And such are all their wicked works, and there is no truth in them. In their unrighteousness also they shall perish. Hey, man, self-explanatory. Because this is all unrighteousness. In this whole video, all these clips is all unrighteousness, man. Okay? Verse 38. As for the truth, it endureth, and is always strong. It liveth and conquereth forevermore. With her, okay, Sophia, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, there is no accepting of persons or rewards, but she doeth the things that are just, and refraineth from all unjust and wicked things, and all men do well like of her works. Amen. So it's not going to be accomplished. These women are not going to have what they're basically begging for, man. Okay. Verse 40. Neither in her judgment is any unrighteousness, and she is the strength, kingdom, power, and majesty, Salakia, of all ages. Blessed be the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, of truth. Okay, because again, there's going to be judgment. You know, 2/3 of our people are marked for exemption, are marked for, the Lord to bring his wrath upon them, his righteous indignation, man. Okay, and also these women that's talking this nonsense on this video is going to feel that wrath too, man. So I'm gonna leave it right there, man. You know, I don't want to wrap this out, man. I hope and I pray this is edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true sincere Akion Akwaf. So with that, I'm just gonna say Shalom.